up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Beating the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, it's an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps YouTube out promote the videos. Alright, so today we give you top Wall Street bet stocks that I think everybody should be watching. So these are some of the ones that I've seen just being highlighted this week and previous weeks on Wall Street bets. Some of them are not new to Wall Street bets, so there's some on here that have not changed, that have always been on Wall Street bets, in my personal opinion. But there are some that will not be mentioned, like Palantir, which used to be on really popular on there. But there are some new names on here as well. So uh, let's start with the list. So first on here we have ticker sign CRSR. This is for Corsair Gaming. I've seen this one start to heat up a lot. A lot of people talking about this one multiple times on Wall Street bets. I think, in my personal opinion, it is oversold. And this is due to supply chain issues. They themselves have said they've had supply chain issues trying to get a lot of their technology and products into the market. They do have overseas distributors in some of their products, and then just supply chain and bottleneck issues with supply chain that has caused some of the things to go awry with Corsair. Overall, I think it is still a great stock. In my personal opinion, bear in mind it's not financial advice. I'm not telling you to invest or not to invest into any of these plays. Just telling you what I'm looking at as far as Wall Street bets is concerned. So they had a high of $27.11, fell towards the end of last week for trading to $24.26, and then kind of maintain that level, ending the week at $24.90. So definitely going to be looking to see if it can retest this $27.11 level. It is oversold in my personal opinion. So like I said again, I think it would be way more expensive than where it currently is at, especially if they can figure out some of those supply chain issues. Next on here, we have the king of meme stocks, in my personal opinion, and this is Tesla. Tesla had a nice bullish run last week, continued to rise more and more, hitting the high of, or ending the week at $849 even. So it is going to be starting at a new weekly high next week. The week high was 843.21, but then it went up to 849 even. So nice little bullish increase for Tesla. I think Tesla's going to continue to rally. Huge community around Tesla. Wall Street bets, I mean, their memes, meme videos, everything you can imagine talking about Tesla. And even the longtime bear, um, uh, who was talking about buying a bunch of puts, he actually changed his position recently and was like, "Oh, you can't really bet against Tesla." So, Tesla for me personally, I have made the most money on investing. Um, and this was back when it had its rally to 1,000, over 1,000 before it had its stock split. And so I think Tesla, will continue to rally. Is a great company. Financially, they have large amounts of capital. They are run by Elon Musk, who is their CEO. I think he's done a great job with the company moving forward. They have huge support as far as community is concerned, and I definitely saw that when I started trading it a while ago. But I was, into options. Did have a couple of it, a couple of shares that I got before they split, and so I was able to get in on that. But didn't really have too much capital to invest into it. I wish I was able to buy more back then. But overall, great company. And I think everybody should continue to watch this as it continues to go up. It's at 849, which is definitely a very high level. We'll see where it can go from there. There's no telling where this thing could rally. I mean, I've seen it go back in its crazy days for like $200 a day. So, it does have the potential to be very volatile as far as running up bullish, and then also the opposite, running down in a bearish pattern. But I think since we've seen this trajectory starting around the 11th, so this is kind of like a whole week of trading. It started around 791.55 and then hit 843.21. That's definitely a nice little bullish run. I think that'll continue for a while as we go on. Next, let's talk about Amazon. Amazon had a crazy week, had a crazy Friday. So last Friday they went up $109.16 in one day. So Amazon definitely with a nice bullish push upward. They started the week around 3,200 $36.28. They ended the week at 3,410.42. So they ended at $3,409.39. They will have to go retest this $3,410.42. Just crazy to think a stock 3,000 something dollars. But I think it'll continue to go up. They've issued a couple of things, updates as far as return to work, saying a lot of their remote work will be in the hands of the managers, so they'll determine if their employees are coming back into work or not. But with the supply chain issues, I think Amazon is definitely going to be one of the major beneficiaries of sales. So you have the supply chain issues. They don't just affect companies like, Target, Walmart, and things like that. Even though President Biden has said that he wants FedEx and Walmart to help with the supply chain issues. I don't think that those two companies alone can help alleviate the problems with the bottlenecks. So a company that is, solely based online, has their own distribution, has their own workforce, and pays decent salaries for those employees, I think could definitely benefit from this. So, with Amazon being the world's largest online retailer, definitely they're going to benefit from this bottleneck situation. So I think the profits are just going to continue to go up from where they currently are at. So definitely going to be looking at Amazon for a potential long-term play from where they currently are at. Next, we have ticker sign SPCE, and this is for Virgin Galactic. Now, Virgin Galactic got clapped, basically, got blasted. They were at $24.32, fell all the way down to 19.18, then rallied up a little bit to 2020, so $20.20 to end the previous week, but they definitely got blasted. It's because their commercial flights got delayed. So Virgin Galactic, their whole mission statement is to send people to space, but it seems like Blue Origin has been doing that in a faster fashion than Virgin Galactic has. So Blue Origin, I think last week sent uh, Captain Kirk, who is William Shatner, into space. And so that was, you know, kind of the second launch that they've had of a commercial flight to space. So Blue Origin is kind of leading the way with that. I do know that's something that SpaceX is wanting to do as well as Virgin Galactic. But it seems like Blue Origin has been able to successfully do that faster than both of those companies. So definitely going to be looking to see uh, if Virgin Galactic can rebound from this. It seems like they're running into a lot of FAA regulation problems. Don't know why that's the situation, but definitely going to be looking to see if they can bounce back from there. There are a lot of people that follow Virgin Galactic, which is ticker sign SPCE, so we'll see if they can bounce back from this level. Next, we have ticker sign GME, which is GameStop. So this is definitely one that is always on a lot of people's radar. Hit a high last week of $190.20, and then they ended the week at $183.32. So they will have to go retest 190.20. So we'll see how they perform as the week goes on. Not really much news going on as far as GameStop is concerned, but definitely on a lot of people's watch list. So going to see if they can retest 190.20. Next, we have ticker sign FB, which is for Facebook. Now, Facebook has their whistleblower situation that was going on, updating some policies on teen users as far as the app is concerned. But the whistleblower kind of put a lot of things out there that they needed to update that they were just ignoring, basically saying they were negligent on some of the privacy policies that they were doing. And I think that Facebook is starting to implement some of those changes to Facebook and Instagram. And so I think those are going to be fixed here pretty soon. Once those are fixed, I think that, you know, Facebook will turn around and become very bullish, in my personal opinion. There are a huge amount of institutional investors that are holding Facebook, and so it's a great buying opportunity for them because Facebook is on sale. I don't think Facebook's going to go bankrupt. I don't think Facebook's going to lose, any more money than it already has. I think it's going to just turn around and continue to be bullish, especially because Facebook is one of the FANG stocks. So FANG stocks are a huge component to the market as a whole. So if you have the F in FANG, as far as FANG stocks are concerned, being very bearish, it's definitely going to weigh the other ones pretty heavily. So, if you look into a lot of these ETFs, a lot of these big funds that are out there, Facebook has a large allocation in their portfolio. So, looking at that, I have not seen any massive sell-offs as far as um, price point is concerned. So I think they're waiting, um, basically just storing capital until this whole thing blows over. And then I see in the potential future a massive rally coming for Facebook as they're going to be new and improved, Facebook and Instagram, with new security measures and privacy measures that they should have had a long time ago. But um, definitely any updates to the app in a positive way, or to the uh, Facebook side itself in a positive way, I think will help with publicity concerns, showing that they are helping to alleviate these problems. So next we have AMC. AMC was a little bit bullish last week. Had a low of $36.12, hit a high of $41.79, ending at 40.15 for the week. Overall, still bullish though. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is slightly below moving average 10. But we'll see how they perform if this moving average 10, if this VWAP can jump back up moving average 10. They will have to retest 41.79 for this week. That's going to be my target price for them. I know it's not too far away from they currently are at the time of this video, which is at $40.15. But I think they could have potential to move. Now, AMC has been doing a lot of stuff as far as talking about press releases of implementing crypto into payments. I don't know if that's going to help them significantly. I do know their numbers are up. A lot of people are going to the movie theater to see a lot of different movies. I mean, you had the James Bond movie that came out. You had some other movies that came out here pretty recently. And so people are going back to the theaters to see movies. Adding the feature of buying tickets and items using crypto, I don't know if it'll make a major difference because I don't know how many people are actually using crypto for transactions. But it's definitely something interesting to see. It seems like there's a lot of fluctuation as far as prices concerned on AMC, so we'll definitely keep an eye out on that one. Next, we have BB, which is for BlackBerry. BlackBerry had a nice little rally last week too, starting around 9.25 and then shooting up to 10.60, ending the week at 10.30. So they are still bullish. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100. We'll see right here. VWAP is below moving average 10. Hopefully that'll jump back up and they can retest a 10.60. So hopefully 10.60 is going to be my target price. Hopefully they'll retest that and continue to go up for BlackBerry. Next, we have ticker sign RIOT for Riot. Now, Riot being one of the companies that is in this Bitcoin ETF, I think is a long-term play. They're continuing to go up and be bullish for a long term. We could see right here, 24.63 is the low that they had around the 13th of October. They did have a high before then at 28.90, so 28.90 is going to be a target price that I have for them. They ended the week at 28.09, so they have a little ways to go in order to break through that 28.90 level. 28.09 is not too bad though. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and if VWAP is above moving average 10. I think once that ETF starts to get set up, since it was approved, there's going to be a large amount of money starting to flow into Riot, especially if it's being put into an ETF, which is being called the world's first Bitcoin ETF. Now, it's not the Bitcoin ETF that everybody was looking for, as far as a Bitcoin ETF that tracks Bitcoin and that you can invest into, but I think it is a good step forward for the SEC really seeing what effect Bitcoin has on the market. So instead of doing a ETF that tracks Bitcoin, they were like, well, if a company is involved in the allocation of Bitcoin, or a company has a large amount of Bitcoin on their portfolio, we're just basically going to lump these together and make it into an ETF, and that's what they did. So like MicroStrategies, Riot, and some other companies got put into this ETF as the first Bitcoin ETF, but it's not really a Bitcoin ETF as what we as crypto investors were really looking for. But it is a huge step forward, so I'm happy they came to that decision. Lastly on here we have SOFI. SOFI started off the week around 16, 17. jumped up to 1986 as a high. They will have to retest this 1986. It's going to be a price target I have for them, ending the week at 1938. But they are bullish. Moving average 10 above 5100. This moving average 50 is getting really close to moving average 10. So we'll see if there could be another spike of a bullish increase. But it seems like there's becoming a convergence between the moving average 10 and the moving average 50. So we'll see how that performs. Not really much news on SOFI that I've seen so far, but if more news comes out, I'll definitely be talking about it as far as Wall Street bet stocks are concerned. So drop a comment down below which one of these are your favorite. I'm going to say my favorite is Tesla. Tesla is just doing crazy. I do also like Corsair and the potential, and then Riot, I'll have to say, are my top 3 on here. But what ones are you looking at? So make sure you drop a comment down below with those. While you're down there, make sure that thumbs up definitely helps YouTube out in front of the videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.